Hello everyone, this is Risha's Tarot and this is a pick a card reading on what is their karma. Disclaimer, I want to first off say that I'm not really in this energy of, karma. Like, the only reason I'm doing this reading is because one of my subscribers asked for it. So I'm gonna do it because they asked. But I just want to say I'm not really in this energy, so we'll see if it resonates or not. When I say this energy, like, when someone's done you wrong, you're kind of like, can't wait to see what your karma is, and that. Like, I was in that energy, I'd say, like, maybe a year ago. Probably was a bit obvious in my previous videos. But I don't know, like, recently, I just don't really care what happens for these people that have done something wrong to me. Like, I think because, like, I've grown and I've started to understand that whatever they've done is because they're hurt themselves. Like, they're going through something, so they're projecting. They're doing all the different types of defense mechanisms that Freud and Jung have put out there. Yeah, they're doing a lot. So because of that, it's kind of like I feel some element of sympathy for them, I'd say. Sympathy where, I feel sorry for you, but there's boundaries where you can never chat to me again, you know? So, I don't know. If you guys are wondering what the person's karma is, just so there's no, like, bitterness or hatred or anything like going on, because obviously you have every right to feel like that, but I just feel like there's no point, because at the end of the day you're the only one that's gonna suffer, and low-key they kind of want this for you. They want you to be like, oh yeah, when can I get my lick back, when can I get revenge on you, etc. Like, because that's the energy they're in, and they don't like the energy you was initially in, which is just peaceful, caring, living your best life. Like, they want you to get on their negative low vibration, and I'm gonna urge you guys not to even do that. Like, try and allow your mind to just say, you know what, they're going through something which has nothing to do with me. But yeah, anyways, we're gonna find out anyway, because as I said, like, a subscriber asked for it, so we're gonna do this. And when I did these cards, it was pretty bad. It was pretty bad. I don't know. I feel like, well, obviously, you guys are probably very spiritually enlightened. A lot of you guys watching this, because the karma I saw in these cards was not nice. I was like, wow. I don't even know which pile is worse, to be honest with you. I don't even know. That's how sad it is. But let's get cracking. We have pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. Okay, so I'm gonna go to pile number 1. Right. I believe this is citrine, pile number 1. So, your person's karma, their solar plexus chakra is not going to be working the way it should. And when I say that, is they're not going to have the guts to do certain things. Certain things that requires bravery, they're just not going to do. They're going to be a chicken. We will cluck cluck. They're just not going to have the balls to do anything. And that's quite sad, because I have a Sag moon, and a lot of the way, the way I think is kind of like, you got to take risks in life. You got to just do new things. Otherwise, was your life worth living if you didn't even try anything new, Maybe that's not what it is. Like, maybe that's not what life is about. But my perception of life is you got to try new things, And it also, I feel like it increases the quality of your life, right? But you see, this person is not cute, because I think they're just going to keep doing the same thing over and over again because they're a scaredy cat. They're too scared to do stuff. They're not brave enough to do stuff because they don't believe in themselves. As I said, the solar plexus chakra is not working, so there's that. And maybe this person, you know, did something to you because you've triggered it within them that they're not brave to do certain things and you're brave to do certain things, you know, and they're kind of like, who do you think you are to be doing this, this, and this? And it's like, I'm pal number one. That's what I am to be doing. Come on. If you wanted to do the same thing as me, or, you know, like do new stuff, you could freely do it. No one's saying you can't do it. So I feel like for a lot of you, there's a situation, intuitively speaking, by the crystal, where you probably was doing something new, something that, you know, not everyone around you does, something that was quite brave. And I think this person witnessed that and has observed that, and they don't like you for it because they're too scared to do certain things. Especially whatever it is that you're doing, they're just kind of like, who pal number one think they are, you know, like, so it's kind of sad. It's kind of sad out here. It's kind of sad. It's kind of sad. But let's get into it. The 5 of Wands reversed. So, like, I just feel like that's really sad. So you know how people have like this competitive nature in them. I say some people, right? Where, you know, you see someone, they have like a nice hairstyle, or, you know, they're quite skilled in they have a certain talent, and sometimes some people look at it and they're like, wow, that's so amazing, like I wish I was on like that person's level, like, or they're a good person to like compete with, but in terms of like healthy, not where you're like bad minding the person, but you're like, oh my gosh, I really want to get on like their level, like I really want to be good at this skill, like they're good at that skill. Does that make sense? There is such thing as healthy competition, right? And it's just to put that out there, because every time we hear the word competitive, I feel like some people think it's just not is not nice, and then it turns into jealousy and envy, and there is like a negative way of being competitive, just like that. But I'm just saying there's healthy ways of being competitive. But what I'm trying to say is people that view people as healthy competition, they're not going to view this person like that. They're going to be like, you're not, like, what do you do? Like, I can't even compete with you in anything because you're not good at anything. Like, that's how some people will be feeling about this person. Like, you're not even, they're just not desirable. They won't be desirable. And of course, you're not going to be desirable, and no one's going to view you as healthy competition if you're too scared to do anything, you know? Like, they're going to be like, well, this person's just going to seem average to everyone. And they're gonna have this mediocre vibe about them moving forward, and that's their karma, because they want to ridicule you. For some of them, they ridiculed you about something new you was doing, or something different you're doing, or they just ridiculed you in general because maybe your personality is quite different to theirs, and they have they kind of have this personality where they just fit in, and you have the personality where you're just out there, right? And they ridiculed you for that maybe, and so now, like, people are just gonna look at them like, you're so boring. And whenever they get a partner, the partner's probably gonna cheat. I don't know. I know that's not nice to say, but everyone cheats. Not everyone, because not everyone cheats, but some people cheat for different reasons, right? And some of the reasons this person might get cheated on is because, like, they're boring. They're like, how do I explain this? I had this joke with my cousin back in the day, where, you know, like, some people, they're just like cooked food, right? It's nice, but you don't want it every day. Sometimes you want like a takeaway, you know. Sometimes you want to go to a restaurant. It's not every day home cooked food, right? And this person's gonna be like that, just home cooked food. So in terms of like a cheater, they're just gonna be like, I could have you any time, you know. So, and they're not even really fulfilled because it's just one dish, and this person's not even coming with anything different. They're not even saying, no, let me be a lobster today. Let me be a burger today. Like, it's just, home cooked food. It's just, people just gonna get bored. So relationship wise, their partner's gonna get bored. Friendship wise, people are going to want to spend time with other people other than them because they're so boring. It's just the vibe of being boring and mundane and average and amateur. So yeah, that's really sad. That's deep. Then we have the 8 of Swords. Oh gosh, guys, like, look at this. Like, it's just too much. I think they're always going to be angry. They're always going to be angry because I think they're going to sit down and realise how boring they are. They're always going to take out their anger on other people. Like, that's literally what they're going to... Because this monster, like, he literally... I think it's a kangaroo, but he's killed it. And it's just like, he's still not even happy. He's still upset. He's still angry. He's still a bad mind. And that's the energy this person is going to be in. Like, getting upset with everyone else. Because they can't accept the fact that they're boring. And even if they accepted the fact that they're boring, they're not even doing anything about it because they're too scared to do anything about it. They're always going to be confused because they're not sure what they should do. They're not sure. They don't know how to basically take risks and do new things and evolve, because they want to sit there and do the same thing 24/7. But one day I think they'll meet their match. Like, one day I think someone will actually, like, say to them, "You're boring. You're mad boring. Like, what do you have to show for yourself?" Ooh, that's so painful. I feel like someone, and this is like, I feel like an air sign might come to this person, or a fire sign, but I think it's more air sign, will come to this person and be like, what you're doing is not right. The way you're living is not right. It's very backwards. So they're just going to, I don't know if they're going to listen, but it's going to hurt them. It's going to hurt them because I think they've heard it from someone that's very logical, because we all know air signs are quite logical people. So you guys probably like, no, I know one air sign, they are not logical. Okay, but, you know, they're known for being quite logical because they're air signs, right? So all to do with the mind. So I feel like someone with air placements is going to say to this person, like, you're not it. You're not doing well. Someone has to tell you. Because you're really out here acting like one tyrant, yeah, and it's just not going well for you. And I think you need to reflect, and you need to think why you're behaving like this and doing certain things. So someone's going to really make them think eventually. I don't think it's for now, but I think eventually someone's going to have, you know, the guts to say, yeah, like, you need to sort your life out to this person. Especially, and when it comes to this person's career, because of the 8 here, they're not going, I don't think it's going to go well in terms of they're going to be stuck in the same career doing the same thing, or there's no, whatever they're doing, they're not the type of person that can get like multiple incomes because they don't like taking risks. So maybe they're going to be someone that's just sitting there with one income. No offense to those that are on one income. Like, everyone will learn in time. Well, some people will learn in time, like, how to get multiple. But this is someone that doesn't even want to learn how to do that. So, like, their money's just not going to be looking that great. So there's that too. And in terms of their individuality, because we have 5 here, they're not really going to understand themselves. They're not going to understand themselves until later on when someone cusses them about it. And this is someone that they actually respect. And I think this is someone with money too. That's going to be like, what are you doing? Which is really sad. It might be someone at work that says something to them. 59. I wasn't supposed to draw that out till last, which is really weird. But okay, let me just do it now. Since I've been using these cards, I feel like I've been reading the blind spot cards last, but I'll just read it now, I guess. 59. 59. Projection, yeah. So you see how I just said that. So you see how this animal is taking out its wrath and anger on this animal, and now the animal's dead. This is exactly what they're going to be doing in real life. Like, any failures they feel within themselves, they're going to take it out on other people, everyone. So it wasn't just you, they did it too. Obviously, I feel like you guys have kind of removed yourself from this person. Like, you're just yuck, you're just bad news. But now they found new victims to do it too. So they're just going to constantly keep projecting their horrible feelings about themselves onto other people. And it's just not cute. It's not cute. Anyways, you guys get that. I'm not going to read that big paragraph because it's kind of self-explanatory. And this looks like a face, but it's like a distorted face. And they look at, some of them, they don't like the way they look as well. Like, it's really sad. So it's not even just what they're doing, but their physical features as well. They're like, I don't even look good. And maybe no one's even saying this to them, but that's how they feel. Like, this person's self-esteem is so low. It's actually really sad. So yeah, they might go around calling people ugly. They don't even look good. They might be really critical of people, like, for no reason, because they don't like the way they look, basically. And do they look horrible? I don't know. Like, everyone looks different. And everyone's everyone's perception of beauty is different. But I can tell you one thing, they don't like the way they look. So they're going to go around saying everyone don't look good, you know. And even if they see someone that looks, like, really beautiful, they're just going to sit there and be like, well, they ain't even that great anyway. And it's just like, you know they're great. Why are you saying that? Why are you saying that? You know what I mean? Like, they're just going to be a total hater. A hater. Then we have Taurus renewal. I think that's kind of I'm sure he probably spells his name differently, but I believe that's like a rapper or a singer or something like that. So some of them, they're gonna try like rapping, or they're gonna try and have like a career in music. I don't think it's gonna go well because they don't want to listen to the people handling them, like their label or whoever. They're not listening to advice on how to improve their music career. So I don't think it does well. So there's that. I don't know, that just popped in my head. I've never really read the card like that, but yeah. They're always going to be dependent on someone. I feel like there's a type of person that they're going to target someone with low self-esteem as well, because that's the only people that they can control, because people with high self-esteem are not putting up with this. I tell you that much. So they're going to try and, if this is like a lover, they're going to try and, it actually could be anyone, to be fair. It could be like a relative or a friend. Like, they're literally going to find people to try and control, because they don't want to control their own life, because they don't want to accept that they need to take control of their life. And they can't control you no more. So yeah, they're going to find someone with really, really, really low self-esteem and try and control them. And then they're going to be dependent on them. And then they're going to use them. And they're going to live through that person, which is really weird. But yeah, that's what they're going to... Like... Because this is... Okay. Both of these people, I think, are very handsome. But can you see the way... I believe this is Isis. She's holding her hand on his heart, and he's living, basically. So that gives me the impression that he was dead before. I'm pretty sure that's how the story went. Anyways, it's a long story, but she revived him, basically. That's why it says renewal. And I think this is them, and they're going to work through other people and live through them, if you know what I mean. Like, they're going to tell them what to do, how to act, how to dress, like that type of vibe. Like, they're pretty controlling. Yeah, that's mad. That's really... I would never want to be this person. Guys, this is why I have a relaxed vibes. Because when you just act controlling, this is what you turn into. Look at this. This is just terrible. Like, and there's people like this out there. And they have not worked on their shadow side. And obviously I understand it's a process. But this is disgraceful. Is there any more I can say about that card? Because that's just terrible. Yeah, so the with the black wings here, I feel like they're just gonna try and, it's either gonna try and be different people through other people instead of just being a different person. Instead of just evolving, they're going to try and do it for other people. Like, I'm sorry if that sounds repetitive, but I just gotta show you the different ways they're gonna try and use other people. Like, they use people, I'm telling you, but they use it so that they can live for other people. Like, the way they can't do it themselves, so just in case whatever they're trying to do flops, they do it through someone else, basically. So if that person does what they said, and that person does really bad at it, they can say, well, it wasn't me, you did that, you know, even though they told the person to behave like that. So they just, I don't know, I have nothing nice to say. Yeah, I already explained that, so renewal in that sense. We have Poe, time for change, to learn something new, to use technology and gadgets with wisdom. So it was reversed, guys. It's not looking good. This whole pile, this person is like they don't grow. It's like a 10-year-old in a 35-year-old man or woman's body. Like, it's like I feel like this person, like they're an adult, yeah, and they're behaving like some child because they just aren't mature and they won't allow themselves to grow. And I think because their self-esteem just terrible. And they're never going to change. They're never going to see that they need to change. Even because I know someone eventually will tell them, yeah, that's just what you're doing is a no. I think they're not even really going to listen to them. They're going to listen to what they said, but they're not going to do anything about it, if that makes sense. They're not going to try and learn something new, because they feel like, I don't know, this person's a bit narcissistic. It's coming like that, especially if they're sitting there trying to control people. Come on. And I don't think they use technology wisely as well. Like, if they have social media, they're not using it to benefit them in any way, shape or form. Like, all it's really doing, the way they use it, all it's really doing is putting them in a box. And they're going to stay in that box because they can't think of another way to basically use it wisely. So, and you can't tell them nothing. Like, they're not going to listen to you. So that's just really sad. And look at these old trains in the back. Like, they're just going to be doing things the old way, the way everything has been done. These people can never be pioneers. They can never do something inventive. Like, they're sheep. And you guys probably like, what type of karma is that? Like, just so they basically got away with it. No, because this is terrible, because everyone around them is basically going to grow and do something new and do something interesting and evolve to different people throughout their years. They have to witness that they're the same old person until the day they gotta go. They're the same old person. Is that how... I think that's a bad karma, guys. I think that's very terrible. Like, that's pretty bad. I wouldn't wish that on anyone. So, but that's what's going to happen for this person. So, what I'm getting so far, sitting. But to be fair, if you're going to sit here and mock people for doing new things and different things, then you probably deserve that, because that's crazy. So, yeah. Anyways, and then we have 7 here. So, in terms of spiritual development, they don't have that. As you can see, every card kind of indicated that. Like, they don't develop. Spiritually as well, they don't develop. Like, it's terrible. Her hair's purple. So I got black. It's got a bit of black there. But the purple here kind of just shows me as well, like, they don't see things for what it really is. They have a certain way they view things, and they're a bit, I don't mean to be rude, but they're a bit delusional. Like, and they're the type of people, yeah, you see, like, social media, if it says something is a certain way, then they're like, that's what it is, that's how you have to be. So if that's what they see, then that's what it is, and you have to go with that. And who says that that's what it is? Like, who says that? just because this person behaves a certain way on social media that you have to behave that way, you know? And I'm saying social media because it says technology here. Do you know what I mean? Or people in general, like the way society behaves, they think everyone has to behave like that. And who says everyone has to behave like the everyday person or the way that, you know, society says we have to behave, you know? So yeah, they're just backwards, guys. They're backwards. Then we have sweet memories. Yeah, not much people are gonna remember them. Oh my god. See, guys, this is terrible. This ain't right. Not much people are gonna remember them. You know why? Because they didn't transform into anything. They kept doing the same thing. They didn't change nothing. The same old thing. Are you gonna remember someone that does the same old thing? Because I'm not. And if I do, it's because, oh yeah, and then when I see them, I'm going to think, wow, you're still doing the same old thing. You haven't even done anything memorable for people to, like, be like, oh my gosh, like, you really did this. You really changed this. You, like, I'm personally not going to view that person like that. And I know other people probably won't either. So, they haven't done anything interesting. And, you know, sometimes maybe that's someone's fate. But at the same time, you can kind of change your fate. So I can't really give this person an excuse because this is just not good. It was reversed, by the way. So yeah, there's no transformation. Again, I probably said that so many times, but these cards are really like confirming what the previous card is saying. No abundance, and you know they lack love because this card's like a green. It's a dark green. It's still green, but it was reversed. So it's like they lack love because they don't love themselves. So you don't love yourself, how are you gonna give other people love? You know. So yeah, it's pretty bad. And they're gonna have some. So for some of you, this person's gonna have like body dysmorphia. Like they're not gonna like their body at all, and their face. But again, a lot of you, they've got like body image issues. And it could be any gender. The person could be any gender. They don't like the way their body looks. That's kind of unfortunate. And I don't even. You know the maddest thing is, I don't think anyone has even said anything to them. I just think they've been looking at the way certain people look. And it could even be you, and they're like, yeah, well, I don't look like that, and you know, so basically my body's not great. Like, I don't know what to say, but it's just not. It's really sad. Anyways, no one's really gonna remember them, innit? Not really. And no one's gonna have sweet memories of them. Whenever people are like, oh, do you remember pal number one's person? When I said that, I don't mean like the person you're with, but the person you're thinking about. People are going to be like, yeah, but it wasn't nice memories. It was kind of like horrible. They wasn't really a nice person. They're not going to remember anything nice about this person. Do you know how horrible that is? Do you know what type of karma that is? Like, how can you leave the earth, yeah? And then people are like, oh, there wasn't even a nice person anyway. What if they're saying that at your funeral? Listen to me. That is not cute. That's terrible. That's your life. Like, that's mad. Anyways, this person, I mean, do I feel sympathy for them? No, not really. Because they're not even trying to change. I can understand if you're a certain way and you're trying to change. Like, they're not even trying to change. That's sad. Anyways, some of them, they might not be with anyone, like, in terms of a relationship. Because every person they get with, they probably insult them. Or try to control them. So the person's probably, they'll be like, you know what, I can't do this. Like, something's actually wrong with you. Like, why are you trying to do the most? And they're probably going to leave them. They're probably going to end up with no one. So this is the type of person that gets partners, tries to control them. And then the partner's like, deuces, I don't chat to you again. You're doing a bit too much. But that's only when the partner realises that they're trying to do something weird. So, yeah. That is crazy. Anyways, pile number 1, that was your reading. If you like this reading, like and subscribe to my channel. If you like a personal reading, the details are in the description box below. But now I'm going to go to pile number 2. Oh, okay. The crystal tries to run away. So you know what that tells me? I don't think... Some of you are never going to see this person again. You're never going to see this person again. And because literally it went shh, and I was like, what? I thought it was going to go behind my desk. Like, so like you guys are just... Some of you never see this person again. If you have to see this person, like their family, friend or relative, like something like that, then you're just not going to be close with this person. And that is a bit of their karma too. Because I think this person kind of idolized you to some extent, even if they did something messed up. And I think you guys have switched off and said, yeah, I'm not talking to you no more. You're done out here. Because you can see them for what they are. As this is the clear quartz, also, it's all about clarity. And clarity in the sense of like really knowing. It's like seeing things for what it is, but it's more like I intuitively know that you're not a nice person, so you need to stay away from me. Like, you fully understand this person and you're just like, nah, you gotta stay away from me because you're doing too much. And you may even understand why this person does all this, whatever they've done to you, and you're still like, nah, that doesn't excuse like your behavior. You need to stay away from me. So there's that. And what's interesting is I'm not really getting any like bitter energy from you guys, because this is working with the crown chakra, the clear quartz. So you guys are just like I don't feel any type of way. I just see this is what it is, and I don't want to be around it. Like it's really that simple, you know. Anyways, we've got the Ace of Pentacles and the Nine of Wands. So I feel like you guys... okay. Ooh. So if this is like this person, when people come to them for like a relationship, like if they're courting someone or they're dating someone, like it's a fresh new start for them. Like anytime they get a fresh new start, I'm going to say the different starts so you can understand what I'm saying, right? So in terms of relationship, if they're dating someone, after a while, the person's going to be like, no, I do not want to be with you. Something about you is off. Like, I feel like I need to keep my guard up because I feel like you're going to do something to me and something that's not great. And it's going to halt the connection. They can never get their 10 of cups. It's always going to be 9. Nearly there, but not there. And I think it's because they've done something. They've done something to you. Maybe along the lines of like, they made out that things were cool with you and they really wasn't. And I think you guys were just like, I think you guys genuinely tried to make a connection with this person and then they did something really like disrespectful, and you guys were like, yeah, I'm gonna keep my guard up when it comes to you. Like whenever I see you, like if you try to speak to me, I'm just gonna be like, yeah, okay, all right, fine, yeah, okay, all right. Body language, my body's gonna be facing the other way, so you know I do not mess with you. I don't like you. So like I feel like you guys have done this behavior. Like we was cool in the beginning, then you did something weird and now my guard is up. And now when they meet people are gonna do the same thing that you're currently doing, which is we was cool, but now you did something weird and I have to be like, I'm gonna need you to stop right there, because whatever you're doing, it's not gonna work. And this person's going to be upset because they can't get into a stable relationship because the person's like, no, I don't feel comfortable with you. Whenever they get a new job opportunity, the boss is going to be like, I don't really know if I want to give you a promotion because like your performance isn't really that great, you know. They might go through the whole job application, go to the interview, and they're so certain they got this job, and then the manager or boss is like, sorry, you didn't get it. Like every time they're being presented with a new opportunity, it's gonna get like paused or shut down. Like I don't know if we can continue with this. And That's a sad karma, especially if it's actually in all aspects, where in terms of romantic connections and like work opportunities, that getting stopped all the time, that's going to affect someone badly. So yeah, that's just gonna keep happening. If they're starting a new project, every time it's just gonna get paused. It's going to be like something's gonna get in the way of them doing what they need to do. And it's gonna be near the end. That's the sad. It's not even in the middle. It's not even like, it's when they're just about to release something or do something or get that job or get that person. There's gonna be something that's like, nah, psych, you ain't getting it. You thought, you ain't getting it. That's sad. And then we have the Ace of Cups. I think if this is a romantic person, like romantic, if this is like someone you used to be with romantically, I think you're gonna get in a relationship with someone else and it's gonna work out, like a new love with someone else, and they have to witness that, they have to see it, and I think it's gonna hurt them really badly. I don't think they're ready for that. To see you, and I think this person you're with is going to really care about you. They're gonna really love you. They're gonna, if you're like a female, they're gonna make you feel more in your feminine. Like, you're gonna feel very relaxed, and you're gonna want to give love to this person and not feel like you have to be careful. It's just gonna flow very nicely. And if you're a man is like, the woman or the man is going to give you a lot of care that you never received from this person, and this person, they actually have to see it. They have to see it, and I don't think they're gonna like it. It's one thing to have bad karma, yeah, where you something didn't work out with someone you really liked, and then they get with someone new. But when something didn't work out with someone you like, and then they get with someone new, and you have to witness them being romantic with each other, that must hurt. It must hurt. It must feel painful. So that's what's gonna happen with them. Some of you, they probably already seen you like out with your new person, and you're like, well, I was not expecting to see you here, but yeah, this is my new bae. Some of them probably had to firm it like, okay, hi, you're right. But they was really in their feelings, low-key. If this is like a friend, ex-friend, friend, or a relative, they're just, they're gonna see like a lot of people love you. You just get love. Like here, part number 2 gets love here, they get love here, they get love here, and they have to see that, and they don't like it. They don't like it because you give every other connection a chance, but their connection, you're like, nah. But maybe if you didn't do something to part number 2, then you wouldn't be going through this. So maybe they'd want to be your friend. Some people, they just don't think, you know. They're like, why I want to be friends with everyone but me? Maybe because you tried to ruin my life. Did you think about that? Like, what are you talking about? Anyways, 77. Upset, yep. Upset. So when it's upright, what it means is you do not have real clarity about why you are upset. You may even be denying that you are upset when you most definitely are. Improvement in this situation will happen once you can admit to the fact that you are upset and clearly understand why. They know. So you know what this is giving me? Don't get twisted, they are upset. But for it to be reversed, they know what they did to you. They know what they did. They know why they're upset. They know they're upset because they tried to do something weird to you and it flopped. It didn't work out, and they're upset that you now have your guard up. They wanted to just be able to take the Mickey, and now they can't. So they're upset about that. They're upset that they sabotaged their own connection with you by acting that way. They're upset about that. They're upset that now you have people that really like you. You have new love interests coming in. You have new friends coming in. You have relatives really liking you right now. They're upset about that, and they can't be a part of it, and they're upset about that. See, all those reasons I've just said, they know. They know. So that's why it's reversed, because for it to be upright, it would indicate that they don't know why they're upset, but they are. They know why they're upset. And it's really tormenting when you know why someone doesn't want to talk to you, or you know why there is disharmony, because then you start to feel guilt. You know what I mean? Then you start to feel really sad because of all this information that, you know, you're starting to understand, you're starting to get epiphanies. And then you have to really sit down and reflect on your character, like, wow, did I actually behave like that, you know? It's different if all of this stuff is happening and you don't know why. Then it's kind of like, yeah, you'd feel sad, but not to the extent you'd feel sad if you knew why this is happening to you. And you know that it's completely your fault, you know? That's crazy. Eros love reverse. Guys, this is terrible. This is terrible. Yeah. Maybe I think it's terrible because Taurus rules Venus. This would be a nightmare for Libras too. They love love. They no one loved them. It would be a crisis. Yeah. So let me tell you something right now. This person's going to have lack of love in their life. First of all, they ain't going to love themselves at all. There's no self-love there at all. And people aren't really going to like them. And you know what's weird? They're always going to be comparing how much people like them and how much people like you. Well, everyone likes pile number 2 and no one likes me. Well, why is it Jessica likes pile number 2 and they don't like me? Well, you know, maybe you're not a nice person. Did you think of that? Maybe you didn't give Jessica something to love. Yeah. So, and they know that. But what's a bit weird is, this is what I don't understand with some people, like, you know what you did was wrong, but you're not doing nothing to sort it out. So you're basically tormenting yourself, like you're suffering and you could end your own suffering and you just want to sit in the rubbish and not do nothing. Anyways, yeah, there's lack of love there. No one's really gonna love them. Oh, no. As humans, we need love. I don't care what anyone tells me. We need love. I think, I wouldn't go as far as to say love is the strongest emotion, but everyone needs it. Even if they give it to themselves, even if the whole world is against them, but they love themselves, that's strong enough to get people to just do what they need to do and function in life. But if you don't even love yourself, I don't even know what to say to you. And that's what's happening with this person. There's going to be lack of love. They don't operate on love. They operate on survival. And no one really likes that. So good luck to them. And then we have Angel of Miracle reverse. So, they don't get no miracles. Nothing great happens for them. Oh, that's so sad. Nothing new happens. It was kind of similar to pile number 1, but I don't know. This one's a bit different. Like, I believe miracles happen. Miracles happen every day, right? I think they witness it happening to other people, but it never happens to them. They don't get miracles. They don't exist for them. Like, because of the energy they put out there, or whatever they did to you, this is now their karma. They don't get miracles. And you know what's so sad? I feel like they witness you have miracles every day. You do something new every day. Like, okay, maybe it's not as frequent as every day, but, you know, every once in a while, they see you doing something and you get miracles out of it and they don't get anything. And they're just, I think this person's gonna cry a lot. Can you see like her eyes, guys? She is tired. She is tired. She is done with all of you, yeah. And you guys like, me, I didn't do anything. Fair enough, but what I'm trying to say is she's tired of the foolishness, yeah. And they're just gonna be sad all the time, sad. I think with pile number 1, it was more like this person's gonna experience anger. With this person, is sadness. When they're alone at night, they cry. Some of them cry themselves to sleep. You see how she's blocking her heart, because the heart chakra obviously is just not what is blocked. She's not gonna allow, maybe this was a woman for a lot of you, but this person's not gonna allow themselves to love because they feel like they don't deserve it. It's just they're a walking tragedy, unfortunately. Everyone deserves love, even the most bad mind people, but they won't allow themselves to get love. So there's not a lot you can do in that situation. They're just gonna be miserable, guys. That's literally what it is, like misery. Angel of alchemy. Like when I think of alchemy, I think as like, making something, doing something new, and they're not gonna do that either. I think they're always gonna experience heartache, because the card says 21 and 2 + 1 is 3. In numerology, that's like getting along with people, teamwork. And reversed, it's the opposite. Like, no one's gonna really want to chill with them because no one likes them. A lot of people are not gonna like this person, pile number 2, like in the future. Maybe it's starting to happen now, but like they're not liked. Yeah, they're not liked, and they're gonna get connections with people. It's just gonna flop, be it romantic or platonic. Like no one's gonna wanna work together with them for them to improve. In terms of career development, like there's no area of developing or development, because whenever they want to work with someone higher up, the person's going to be like, I don't want to work with you. And it's probably because of their dirty energy, So when I say dirty energy, I mean their energy's just not nice. If you give someone, energy's real, if you are talking to someone and you're giving them horrible energy, they're going to be like, I don't want to talk to you. And they don't know you from nowhere, Let's say you're talking to someone new and you're giving them not nice energy, because I feel like that's what this person does. The person's going to be like, oh, hell no, I don't want to be near you. Yeah, wow, what's all the messages? Maybe that's confirmation. I don't want to be near you because you're just giving me not nice energy. Like, I haven't even done nothing to you, So, yeah, no miracles is really sad. But if you like this video, like, subscribe to my channel. If you like a personal reading, the details are in the description box below. But now I'm going to go to pile number 3. Tragedy. It really is a tragedy. Okay, pile number 3. I forgot what this stone is called, yeah. But what I can tell you, I'm going to search it up. I know I said that last time, but I will. What I can tell you, though, is it's to do with grounding. It's to do with the root chakra. It's to do with stability, which this person is not going to have. And as an earth sign, that is just, I don't view that well. We need stability, and they don't have it. Oh, maybe they messed with your stability. Maybe they messed with your money. Some of you, they might have messed with your money. Some of you, they messed with your actual, like, you see you as a person, like what makes you grounded, what makes you stable. I think they messed with that. And you guys are like, nah, you're not going to mess up my foundation. I don't think so. You're not going to mess up my money moves. I don't think so, Or they tried to make you feel very insecure, and you was like, make me feel insecure? You gotta go. Yeah. So, because they tried to do that, their karma is going to be instability and it's going to be, when I say instability, it might be financial, it might be like emotional instability, and they're going to be quite insecure, unfortunately. So I mean, let's get to it, but that's really sad. We have the Ace of Swords. So what? The Ace of Swords. Okay, I'm gonna clarify that. I think there's some information that they're gonna get. Let me find out what it is. I don't usually get stuck on the card, but I'm going to get some. I think they're gonna find out something. I just want to know what it is. Ooh, guys, I didn't do this for any of the other piles because I guess it was kind of clear. This one, they want me to try and find out some information for you. What is the information, pal? Number 3 person's gonna find out. What's the information? No, why did it fall on the floor? I hate when that happens. Oh, that's sad. It's the 3 of Wands reversed. Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, that's not nice. So basically, guys, they're gonna do stuff for people and they're not gonna get the recognition or the reward that they want. They're not gonna get the idolization or whatever it is they're looking for that they want. Because you know why they're not gonna get the reward they want? Because they do stuff for people just for that. They don't do it because they really want, you know, to do it. Because as a, you know, healthy human, you should just do things for, you know, the sake of it. Like in terms of when it comes to other humans, you know, like be nice. But no, this person does it for ulterior motives, and they're not gonna get back what they wanted, basically. And because they're always in this mindset of I gave you this, so I should get this back, they're never gonna get what they want back because they didn't do it genuinely. Does that make sense? Like when you do stuff genuinely, things come to you because you did it with a heart. Like you had a conscience when you did it, you know, and this person didn't, you know, like you guys know what I'm trying to say, but they just do things because they want things out of people and then they don't get what they want back. Then we have the Six of Pentacles. Wow, like people aren't gonna help them. People aren't gonna help them, guys. Do you know how sad that is? No one's helping them. Not like that anyway. Okay, some of you, they're going to see that you're generous with other people. And then when it comes to them, you're like, nah, you're not getting nothing from me. You thought. And they're just going to be like, wow, really? And you're going to be like, yeah, you ain't getting nothing from me. Like, no. But you gave £100 to Cindy the other day. Okay. And that's Cindy. That's not you. So, you know how much Cindy's done for me. What have you done for me? Except peel out my money. Yeah. And what have you done for me except make me feel insecure about myself? Nothing. So then you're not getting nothing. What do you think this is? So I feel like some of them are going to be expecting stuff from you. And you're going to be like, you're not getting nothing from me. You're not getting, I don't know what you thought this is, but you're not. But also, like, when they want it from other people, they're not getting it. Like, when they ask for help, like, from friends or family, they'll be like, I ain't got it. I can't give it to you. I'm trying to help myself. I ain't got nothing for you. So they're like, damn. but after I did this and this for you, they're like, okay, but I never told you to do that for me, first of all. And second of all, I low-key kind of knew you was doing that because you wanted something back from me. So that's exactly why I'm not helping you. So I feel like other people are going to realise that they do stuff because they want something back. And then people aren't really going to like that, which then causes them to not do anything for this person, because it's kind of like, you're just, you know, you're weird. That's not how you're supposed to be in life. People are going to start to realise how they really... Oh, that's what the Ace of Swords meant. People are going to start to realise how they really are. People are going to see them for how they really are. And I was going to say they're strategic, but they ain't that strategic if they got found out. So basically, like, people are going to realise that they try to be smart. And people kind of like... You really thought, like, you really tried it, and you think you're slick, and we blatantly saw what you tried to do, so that was cute, but yeah, you're not getting nothing from us. So yeah, that's really sad. Some of you, this is like a player that they juggled two people, and then they got caught, and then the people involved were like, you thought we didn't find out, you thought we wasn't gonna find out, you're talking to the both of us at the same time. You can go away, I don't want to speak to you. No, I just was I didn't know who I want to be with. Okay, so you can sit there and not know who you want to be with a little more, because I don't want to talk to you, and neither does the third party. So see you, like, there's that. This person plays games with people. But what I love about this, because this is their karma, people are gonna realise. Do you know how bad it is? Like, how scared these type of people get when they know they're bad mind and then they got found out. And these people care about their reputation, you know. So now their reputation's ruined. That's all they had. Because they have no personality, because they're not nice, like, as you can see. You know, they don't, like, love themselves or love anyone else for that matter, because if you did, you wouldn't be doing this type of stuff. So all you have is your reputation, and now it's ruined. Their reputation's ruined, guys. They're known as that person that does weird stuff to people. Like, it's mad. Okay. Let me just calm down. I just can't believe this. This is crazy. Damn. No one's gonna help them. I know the mad thing. The way the universe is, even if they ask someone that they haven't done anything to, like, they haven't tried to mess around because they can't really do it yet, that person's going to be like, I actually have no money for you. Like, I just paid my rent and I don't have anything to give you. That you should have asked me like a month ago, then I could have gave you something, but now it's a bit tight, you know. And there's like, oh. So yeah, the universe is going to make sure they don't get certain things because of the way that they are. That's peak. Then we have 53 reversed. Let me read this. What's 53? What's 53? Identification. Oh, and it's reversed. That's not good. Upright. It would mean you are currently so identified with something that you cannot separate yourself from that thing enough to be objective or conscious about it. Identity is the condition of being oneself, one separate self. Another word for this is ego. When we associate something with ourselves, we identify with it. It becomes part of us, the same as us. Okay, so basically, what we're trying to say here is, guys, they don't understand themselves. They don't know themselves. You see their ego, because everyone kind of has one, right? It's trying to identify. They're trying to be something they're not, if that makes sense. Because you either are or you're not, right? And they're trying to be something they're not. And because they're not being themselves, people can see that you're just fake. Like, they're fake. They're not authentic people. So people are going to be like, later, like, you're not even real. That's a bit mad. I don't want... And then people don't like to be around fake people, you know, unless they're going to use them as well. You know what I mean? But majority of the time, they don't like to be around fake people. So, people are going to start to realize that you don't even understand yourself because you're doing the most. Someone that understands themselves is quite confident within themselves and they're just relaxed and they don't need to be doing all that. But people are going to start to realize like something's wrong with you. Not you, part number 3, but the person you're thinking about. And you don't understand yourself. And this is why you're doing this. And your ego is operating in a way that's destructive because it's trying to identify with something that doesn't resonate with who you really are. Like, and what's really sad about it is, I'm not sure if this person realizes it. They might be very like obnoxious, but I tell you, everyone around them is very obvious that like they can see this person has issues and that they're not real. For some of you, like this person, like people view them as a snake in the grass. Like they're like, part number 3's person is snaky, like snaky, and I don't really like that. You know, that is interesting. Then we have raw power reversed. So they're not going to have power in anything. And that's what they want so badly. And they are not going to get it. They have like... They have like a god complex. Like, they think they're so much better than everyone else. And they're superior. And they're looking down there for like, that's how they behave, but they don't really feel like that. Really, they feel inferior. So they have this power struggle with people. They always try and do it. When they meet someone, they try and like make sure they regain the power in the connection. They make sure they have the power in the connection. And whenever someone speaks to them, they can kind of pick it up. And some people, they're oblivious, they don't get it, they're like, okay, and they fall into the whole power play. And then some people are kind of like, wow, you're really like, you got problems. You're really trying to do what power play, like. And this person will even go to the extent of like embarrassing people just so that they have the power in a situation. Like in my area, we call that trying to style someone, right? So like they're always trying to do something, like trying to embarrass someone else so that they look good, and people can see that. And that's why I'm always going to go back to this card, because this is all about like mental clarity. And I thought it was about them seeing things, but it's about other people are going to see like all the insecurities of this person, every insecurity that they show and everything that they try to do, right? And their connections aren't really going to last long with people, because the Ankh is reversed and that represents eternal life. And I just feel like people are just going to be wary of them. Like, everyone's going to react differently. Some people are going to be like, okay, oh, here comes part number 3's person. You know, they have to be the king and queen of a situation. So everyone get prepared. Like, even telling their friends, get prepared in it. Because, like, power number 3's person's here and they're like, they have like issues. So some of them will make this person think that they're running things and they're really not, because they're 10 steps ahead of them anyway. So if you guys wanted a karma for this person in terms of like, oh, like I want people to see them for how they really are, don't worry, because people see them for how they really are. They see them for how they really are, and it's not great. It's not great. Anyways, they're never going to really have any power over anything or anyone. Because they can't even control themselves. Oh, course, I just can't. Anyways, the natural world needs you. Fairy of the green world. How am I read this? I'm gonna okay, so in terms of like in terms of like eating well, this person's not gonna eat well, like at all, just so you don't know. They're never going to focus on peace and spirituality. They're never gonna do that. They're never gonna look within. You know, when you just pause for a minute and just sit down and evaluate your life, they don't do that. Because with the natural world here and, you know, this fairy, she's giving me like Janae Aiko vibes. I believe that's how you pronounce her name. And when you see her, you just think peace and love and, you know, like it's just a spiritual vibe, right? And they're just like the opposite. They don't even, okay, you don't have to be like her 24/7, do you know what I mean? Like, no one has to be like anyone, but at some point, you know, don't you just sit down and think and deep your life for like 2 minutes? This person doesn't do that, and that's why the natural world's reversed. Because naturally, I believe that's something you're supposed to do, like self-reflect. They don't do it. And because they don't do that, they don't transform, they don't evolve. And what's worst of all, the majority of this card is green. They don't love their self either, and that's their karma too. 44, 4 plus 4 is 8. The money's not looking good, guys. The money's not looking good, and scrap the money for 2. And that's why I said, like, if this person, okay, some of you, if this person like stole money off you, or they said that they duped you out of your money or something like that, they basically took your money. Let's say, like, their financial situation is gonna go downhill. Like, that's what it's looking like. And 2, if it wasn't that, and they dealt with your and they tried to make you feel insecure, and make you feel unstable, they're gonna feel like that all the time because they don't love themselves. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's really sad. And it says the natural world needs you. No one's gonna feel like they need them. No one's gonna think, oh, do you know what? I really need pile number 3's person. No one's ever gonna sit down and think that, because like they don't do anything nice for genuine reasons. So it's like no one's really gonna want them or need them, I should say. No one should really need anyone, but you know, sometimes it's nice to have like the feeling of, you know, someone actually they feel like they need you. Like, okay, sometimes it's toxic, but sometimes it is nice. It's like, wow, you actually like me to the extent where you feel like you need me. Like, no one's gonna be like, I really need partner with you, but like no one is gonna be saying that because of their energy. So really sad, really sad. And yeah, that's the karma part number 3. If you'd like to read and like and subscribe to my channel, if you'd like a personal reading, the details are in the description box below. Bye guys.